And no desert section is complete without a good Mylar balloon. You know I'm always bound to find those. Uh-oh, this is gonna get tricky. There's this really nice little stream bed next to us. It's just so green and lush in there. There's water flowing. You just can't see it. It's between all those little mounds of grass. But every once in a while there's a little patch of pink flowers in there that I haven't seen anywhere else. It's a beautiful little thing. Number 5. This one's a kind of an interesting looking one. Yeah, it's not going to focus on him. Focus. He looks different than the other ones.
It'll probably be a good time to start drinking.
The rain caught us. I don't know how long it'll last, but hopefully not too terribly long. It is ice cold rain now. Now it's balls of ice falling from the sky. He was at my heart. Ow! Heart hit. Jesus. These things are coming down quick. You just try to pretend you're enjoying it. Sometimes you can convince yourself of it. We just got hit by lightning. Very minorly, but we all felt it. It hit us in our fucking heads. So we're all just chilling down here. It has been crazy loud out here, but yeah, that fucking hit us all. Oh, that was fucking freaky. I didn't know you could minorly get hit by lightning. Whew. Oh, that was a trip. And we're headed uphill, so we're the highest things around. Fuck me. Yeah, this storm's pretty fucking brutal. I don't know how close that one hit, but I've never felt lightning before. Oh, shit is intense, man. Oh, I've never experienced anything like that, man. Lightning struck. It hurt our hands. We didn't realize it was our hands. At first it was our heads. We all hit the ground at the same time. And then we're all like, man, my hand hurts. Just my left hand. I think that was the pole that was striking the ground when we got hit. So, I'm just hiding under my rain fly because I can't set up my tent and shit. I ran up to the top of the hill. I was like, I'll go scope it out, man, see if we can get, let me zip that all up. See, oh shit, it's leaking in here. So I ran to the top of the hill to see if, maybe it went down to the other side. Oh, lightning striking all around and shit. Oh, but it was just a ridge walk up there, so I came running back down. We all went back down into the little valley down there, but, I mean, we're like 30 feet lower than we were, but what else are you gonna do? They're setting up their tents. I can't set up my tent. Not in this shit. So, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and suffer and hopefully not get hit by lightning. I did not know there was such a thing as a near miss or a mild hit, but it got all of us. Day hiking. I am a little scared, I'll admit it. I am, just a bit. Sitting on as much plastic as I can. Got most of my body on the ground, but not all of it, because I'm getting mildly hypothermic right now. Which is kind of comical, because it was hot as fuck. We're going. Oh, good times, man. As long as you survive, it's good time. If you die, it's tragic. but we can't tell where the storm's coming from. It came from all directions at the same time. We can't tell which way it's moving. We can see bigger parts and smaller parts of the storm, but we can't tell which way it's freaking going. And why is water leaking through this thing? Damn you, Big Agnes. You guys make crap. Cheap Chinese crap. Oh, I wish I had a joint. Why is this thing leaking? I think it's coming through the zipper. Oh, isn't that fantastic? But I feel much warmer in here already. Fuck, it got cold quick, man. I stopped recording because, you know, it's hard to record in the pouring rain and hail and all that shit. But I wanted to get some of this good thunder, man, because it was intense, very intense thunder, man. But then we got hit, and I was like, well, I gotta record that shit. Oh, that was an experience. Okay, maybe I should keep my rain fly on top, because it's the bottom thing. It's the last thing I need. But in situations like this, you know, better to be under this than under nothing. And it's not like you get to see the lightning coming and dodge out of its way anyway. You're just a sitting duck in Jesus' shooting range. He decides to take you. He decides to take you. May God strike me down if I'm lying. No, I'm just scared, so I'm talking to myself. That's what I do. Okay, it sounds like it's less threatening though. I mean, the thunder was some really, really intense thunder. I mean, the kind you hear in freaking horror movies. Not the kind you just hear from lightning, you know? It sounded manufactured, man. That wasn't real shit. That was stuff meant to intimidate, and oh, it did. Oh, it did. You just hear the sky splitting in half, man. Oh. Yeah, I think it's getting farther away, man. But which storm? We've got them on all sides. So if this one passes, does another one come from the other direction? How can two storms or three storms, I can't even tell how many, all come together at the same time? That's illogical, man. Wind blows in one fucking direction, doesn't it? Oh, fuck, man. That's some stupid shit. I might be going mad. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. It should be. Hello, neighbor. This is my reality for a while. Might as well just, I'd say try to enjoy it, but come on, really. Okay. Seems slightly less intense now. And Count was really nice and offered to let me go into his tent. Which, that's saying a lot, man. You know, I'm all dirty and wet. And he's like, dude, come on in my tent. And I was like, nah, I really appreciate the offer, man, but I don't want to fuck your shit up. I'm disgusting right now. And, you know, I'd track it all in his stuff. I wouldn't be any more comfortable in his tent anyway. I'd just be sitting there shivering as well. So I might as well sit in my little hovel and, you know, pretend that everything is okay. But we haven't had any near strikes lately, you know, where you see a flash and you hear the thunder right afterwards. There's been several seconds between, so It seems less intense. We're gonna go with it. Wow, we got hit by lightning, man. We got fucking hit by lightning. I mean, not hit, not a direct hit, but I was looking around on the ground for like a smoking hole or something. You know, just looking around. How close does it have to hit to where you feel it, but it doesn't fuck you up? You know, I don't know. I don't know. But it happened. My left hand still feels kind of iffy. I don't know, like it's numb, but it's not numb. I don't know how to explain it, man, but it's... I'm getting cold, though. I'm getting real cold. We will survive. So my hand still feels weird, but if you look in the center of my thumb, I have like a bruise going on. That was not there before. And then I got a small hole in the tip of my finger that I don't know where that came from either. But my hand does not feel right. I guess that hole isn't showing up. It's a very small hole, right about there. Can I get you to focus, man? Yeah, right there, tiny hole. That was not there before, man. And that bruise in the center of my thumb, definitely not there before. I don't know what other damage is done. My pinky doesn't look so happy. I don't know. It still works. It just... It's numb, but I can feel stuff. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's not cold kind of numb. How did I get a hole in my finger, man? Did we all get hit? I don't understand how this works, man. But like I said, it was pretty exciting. I'll give it that. Oh. But when I look at the tent in that direction, I can see blue sky off in the distance. And I can see a little bit of blue sky over there, but everywhere else it's kind of stormy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, it sounds like it's getting farther away. We're not dying today, man. That was so close. Oh, your hand, what's wrong, man? Yeah, but after we got to thinking about it, because we all knew we got hit in the head. We all went down and we're like, my fucking head, what the fuck? And I turn around and everybody else is already down on the ground too, so it knocked them down too. And then as we're sitting there, we're like, ow, my hand hurts. The Bill's like, my right hand hurts. And, so I think it's whatever pole is touching the ground. It just went through us. Well, it definitely wasn't a direct hit. I don't think that at all, but I don't know. It's hard to tell, dude. It was flash, drop, and boom all at the same time, man. I had to look around, make sure nobody was dead. But everybody was laying down. So, for just a second, I thought we lost somebody. You know? Man, that was intense. Man, I wish I had some weed. It would have been so much better if I was just sitting here clam baking in this little shell. If you're going to be stuck in your little hovel, you might as well have some coffee, huh? I'm freezing, man, so I was like, make some coffee. Warm the blood up a bit. It did look like it was lessening, and then I just poked my head out, and it's ugly in all directions. All directions, man. Maybe I should just set up my tent in the rain. I think I'm just going to wait it out. See how it goes. If I'm here for another hour or so, yeah, I'll set up my tent. But everything's soaked anyway. What the fuck does it matter at this point? Having that little fire going in here did warm it up a lot. You know, helped. Just, I was worried about melting my tent the whole time. I had to keep it all out, with my body. So I didn't accidentally burn my tent up. So far, so good. Just another experience, man. Not necessarily positive nor negative. We lived, so, you know, I'll take that as a win. Wow, that's hot. Ooh, I just put it on my knee. That was a mistake. Oh, I barely hold the damn thing. Maybe I got my coffee just a little too hot. That's okay. Warm the bones, man. I need that right now. Rain, rain, go away. Don't come back some other day. You know, it's rained on us every single day we've been in here. But if I was in Colorado, it'd be raining every day too, and snowing and all that kind of stuff. And I'd be up in super altitude. And instead of, you know, shit, I think we're like 80 miles into this, we'd be like 30, maybe 40 into that snow. Yeah, no thanks. I think Grape is making the wrong decision going back to Colorado. When he gets here, it's going to be hot and filled with mosquitoes, because it was last time. The winds filled with mosquitoes. I have to assume Montana is going to be filled with mosquitoes. So if he's going back to the cold just to avoid mosquitoes, I tried to tell him it wasn't the right move, but, you know, he was already dead set. But I can't imagine calling a trail angel to come get you. I think I said he was looking for him for 2 days. That means that he made a call, like, help me, and then just kept walking and didn't stay where he was. Because the guy said, it took me 2 days to find him. So that means that asshole called for help and then just kept walking. But he called for help because bugs were biting him. Like, what kind of pussy does that? I mean, honestly, what kind of pussy does that? I could not imagine being like, hey, help me. I got bit by a bug. I'm so glad I didn't go to Lancaster with that kid, because he just would have latched onto me and been crying the whole time. No, fuck that, man. Not that this is great, but, you know, hell, this just beats the hell out of being in Colorado, man. Almost everything does. I started getting really hypothermic. So I set up my tent. It slowed down to a drizzle. And I was like, everything's already soaked. You might as well set up, dude. Oh, I feel better already, but I am cold and everything's oh, everything's soaked. Oh, but it feels better in here already. I'm gonna start my fire and warm this bitch up. In that direction, there is a break in the storm, but every other direction it is dark as hell. And we can't tell which way it's going because it seems to be coming from every direction all at once. Adventure. At least my clothes are in a dry bag, so I got dry clothes. I would have had a dry tent because it's in a dry bag, but I haven't invented the tent that you can set up from the inside yet. So wish I worked on that. Yeah, they need better technology. Why have these companies not hired me? What? Who do they hire to design these things? I'm willing to bet it's people that don't hike. Okay, feeling better already, man. Oh, it makes a world of difference. Because I was hiding in my thing, but since it was draped on me, I was, you know, it's cold water on your back. It might as well be. Oh, but this is better already. Okay, dry clothes. Fuck, I don't have any water. Water everywhere, nor a drop to drink. I just drank passion fruit flavored coffee because that's what was in my water bottle. And it wasn't half bad. It was warm. Dry clothes. Okay, one little rag full at a time. I got most of the water out of here. I mean, everything's still wet, but there's no puddles. I mean, there's a few at the very end, but I don't care about those. I'm pretty sure this is where I live for the night, because it doesn't look like this is going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just going to chill in here and pretend that it's going to dry a little bit before I start breaking stuff out. But fortunately, my puppy was dry. Yeah, my clothes are dry. I haven't even opened up my clothes bag yet. My hiking pants, still dry. I mean, they're mildly sweaty. They're wet with sweat. That's different. But I am feeling much better already. And it was really nice. Everybody was really concerned about me. They could hear me going as I was trying to set up my tent because my hands aren't working. You know, stupid flaw of being a human is when you get cold and you really need to do stuff, your hands stop working. And there's something wrong with this hand. Yeah. I got hit by lightning. Yeah. I'm hoping that when I warm up, everything turns back to normal. Because I don't want to live like this. Or at least it's my left hand. I just use that for baiting, you know. I can't even brush my teeth with that hand. All I'd ever learned to do was maybe open a door and bait. So, you know, I don't lose out much there. So I'm pretty sure I can still grip, you know. But I am feeling so much better already. Fuck. All I have is passion fruit flavored water, man. So I think I'm going to have passion fruit flavored dinner. That'll warm me up, and I'm hungry. But at least we got 20 something in today before it hit. You know, didn't get 30, but we got a good story out of it, man. I wish I would have been filming when we got hit. I'm so curious if actual bolts hit us. You know, like where they're, you know, because when lightning hits, it's not just one hit. There's massive amounts of bolts around it. And, you know, I don't know how close that thing hit, because there was a good second or so delay before the explosion. It was like it hit, we all went down, and then there was thunder. You know, it wasn't an instantaneous thing. So I know it didn't hit us, you know, but it hit close enough to get us all in the head. And I'm curious if there was like a little arc of electricity that hit each of us, you know, like, I really wish I would have been filming that. Oh, that was interesting. I keep looking at my hand and there's just, I don't know, is that the way it used to look? I don't have hair on that hand anymore. No, okay. But my one finger doesn't have any hair on it whatsoever. I used to have a little knuckle hair, not much, but my pointer finger is bald. Did it fry my hair off? I don't think it did. I must have just worn it off or something. I don't know, but all my other fingers have it on there. But I feel like my ring finger, I don't know if you can see that tiny dot. Oh, where's the camera at? A tiny dot right there. Okay, now you know your fingers, man, and I know when I have a hole in my finger. And I would have known that was there when it happened, you know? So I have to assume it doesn't hurt. My thumb hurts. Yeah, they're starting to drink. They're like, fuck it, we're here for the night. We might as well get lit, you know. And Count did offer to let me come over to his tent and, you know, have a little safety meeting. But as enticing as that is, I've got bigger things on my plate. Once I get all secure and warmed up and stuff, I might join him. Oh, I hope I didn't lose the ability to roll. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll them. No, everything feels like it works. I mean, it seems to work. It just doesn't feel normal, man. It'll go away. I was going to say I'll put on some gloves, but all of my gloves are soaked. Not all my gloves. I forgot the bat hat contains its own little gloves. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm going to warm my fingers right over these bad boys. Oh, the bad hat saves the day again. I mean, what can't it do? What can't it do? All right, well, this is going to be one of those days that live in infamy for me, man. And we're all Thunder Buddies now, or Lightning Buddies, but Thunder Buddies sounds cooler. we have shared an experience. We shared electricity. A shit ton of it. Wow. What an interesting day. All right, let's make some passion fruit flavored dinner. Temperature's dropping. So glad that the storm gave me a couple-minute window to set everything up where it wasn't pouring down. It was still coming down, but it wasn't pouring down. Yeah, I'd have froze to death in there. Fuck. I'm still kind of cold. Okay, so tonight on the menu is we are going to have chicken flavored passion fruit broccoli, because everything's passion fruit flavored right now, because that's what flavoring I put in my water, thinking I had water in another 2 miles. Now right outside there is a little river running through, or stream or whatnot, but I ain't going out there to get it. Fuck that noise. And check out this cool rock I found. Which button is it? Is that one? Yeah, boom. Oh. I saw it on the ground and I knew instantly that she was special. So I'm digging that rock. I'm thinking I want to like take this one home and maybe carve it into something, because where it's broken, that's a broken piece, is so lit. So if I'm thinking if I just shave some of this off, it would be like that as well. And then maybe I can make a cool something, drill a hole in it, and put the radioactive necklace I wear in it, and make the whole thing glow all the time. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I keep finding cool rocks, and I got a pocket full of them right now. I totally do. But this one stood out today. I found other smaller pieces, and last time I found something like this, it was called a Lin casting, but it looked like petrified wood, as to where this one does not look like petrified wood. So I don't know what this is. If any of you are all rock enthusiasts and you happen to be able to tell what the hell this is, hey, let me know. But I'm a fan, dude. That's cool as hell. If only they had one in green, huh? Yeah, these are still close. There's like a 2-second delay. I saw the flash and I pulled my camera out as fast as I can to try to catch all the thunder, but I missed a bit of it. So yeah, it's still here. It's real. So in retrospect, looking back at the day, I was really fortunate. The fact that there was pitter-patter of rain on my tent when I woke up forced me to unpack my pack and then repack it and put everything inside of a garbage bag, just to be on the safe side, you know? And so my stuff is dry. Awesome. And then while I was sitting over there under my tent, well, under the tarp, freezing my ass up, the rain slowed to a trickle. And I was like, okay, here's my chance. So while I was under there, I started setting up my poles and getting things ready. And then it started raining really hard again. I was like, fuck, you know. So I got everything as ready as I can be. And then the rain slowed down again. Like, it gave me a warning. It told me, hey, dude, get ready, you know? So when the rain slowed down again, I was like, boom, let's go set up, you know? And I got that done real quick. And it drizzled on me real good. You know, heavy drizzle, not a full-on rain. Enough to get everything soaked, but, you know, could have been way worse. So, you know, in retrospect, looking back at it, I am fortunate. Through the events of the day, they prepared me for this and then allowed me an escape, because had I still been sitting underneath this tarp, I don't know, right now I'd be all curled in the fetal position, dying slowly, trying to do it quietly so, you know, nobody notices, because I am not the guy to ask for help, you know. I'd be like, please help me, let me in your tent. I was offered, and that was fucking awesome. It was nice how concerned everybody was for me. You know, they could hear me suffering out there going as I'm trying to get all of the things to click and my fingers aren't working. And they're like, dude, you okay? You okay? You want to come in here and warm up for a bit? And yeah, that was touching. That was really nice of everybody. But I'm in a series of unfortunate events, but a series of events that helped me out all at the same time. So I'm going to call it a win. End of the day, this is a win. I'm alive. I'm not frozen right now. I'm still cold, but you know, I got on some warm socks that Susie knitted for me, and I'm trying to keep them dry. I'm just sitting here on my pad. You know, nothing is set up in my tent. Because if I start throwing stuff out, it will get soaked. So you know, I'm just gonna sit here and wait, man. Everything's steaming. Well, I am. wish everything else was, because I mean it is slowly drying off, but I think it's going to be about this wet for a while. I cleaned it up as much as I could with my rag and then wringed it outside, and that did help a lot, and I guess it's technically cleaner in here. I guess, but yeah. And I do have a dry set of gloves. I forgot I sent myself some gloves for Colorado, like my heavy duty cold gloves, and they were in my dry bag. And chicken and passion fruit is not a bad combination. Actually, passion fruit coffee wasn't bad either. Maybe I'll start a new brand, Crawler's Passion Fruit Coffee. I'll come up with a more clever name. But at the end of the day, I do feel pretty fortunate. Count my blessings. And we got a cool story out of it. Nobody got seriously injured. I was worried though when that lightning hit and I looked around and everybody was already on the ground. I was sure somebody got nailed and we got the residuals. But everybody was alive, so bonus. Bonus. I'm feeling emotional though. Quite pleased with everything, It's a horrible situation, but it could have been so much worse. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my passion fruit chicken and then decide whether I want to throw my stuff out because I am feeling rather tired. It's probably like 5:45, and maybe I'll go to sleep and wake up super early and because unfortunately I'm out of dinners, so I would really like to make it to that town before I run out of dinners. I've got snacks and stuff like that, still got that, and Poppins offered me a top ramen, because I still have a little bit of rice left, and I still have a bag of chicken, so I can make something out of that. That'll totally work. She's like, yeah, I got extra, please take some. I can't take it now. I don't need it now. I got my chicken. But tomorrow, I might just need it, because I think the town we were going to is still 20 plus miles away, since we only did a little over 20 today. I was hoping to get it down to like 15 tomorrow, so I could maybe wake up early and race to town and hope for a breakfast. But those dreams are dashed. But I'm alive. I'm warm. I got some chicken in front of me. Groovy day. Groovy day. These guys are so good to me.
It's better when you add water to that.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. But Count gave me some vodka. Yeah, so that's more than enough to get me drunk, or at least decently lit. And Red says he's got a bud he'll throw at me. I didn't ask, but they're like, hey man, do you want? It's great they're offering, man. It's nice having friends. I normally do these things solo and run into a few people, but I don't hike with them most of the time. So it's kind of nice. I didn't expect to find a tramily out here, but I did. It's nice having people to watch your back. Ooh, pitter patter slowing down. I'm going to give me a bud. Necessity, the mother of invention. Needed to filter. Oh, look at what I got there. Safety supplies. A little vodka over there. I haven't started yet. I wanted a chaser going on. But when it stopped raining for just a moment, but didn't stop raining, but it slowed down. And when it did, I jumped out because I needed to pee real bad anyway. And I was like, anybody need the water bottles filled? So I ran over to that little stream right there and filled up everybody's sacks for them. And we're all in here filtering. And it's the least I could do for them offering, the gift of safety and vodka. My tent is dripping on my head in one spot, just right there. I don't know if I have a hole or maybe it's severe condensation because the tent was wet inside and out when I set up, obviously. But, yeah, right above my freaking head. I'm about to get hit. Oh, yeah, right in my head. It's got to be a hole, but at least I know where it's at, so fuck, I'll plug it with some duct tape tomorrow. See, what the main problem with all this is right there is our problem. I suspect the Big Agnes uses sweatshop labor. That's why they can't replace anything. Because, they can get children to do it over there for 2 cents. But if you have to replace it over here, it costs money. Right? So they're like, oh, we don't know how to fix zippers or do anything. Oh, we're incompetent. Oh, no, it's because they're using sweatshop labor. Almost guarantee it. I wish there was a way for me to find out for realsy reals, but yeah, I mean, product of Korea, sewn in China, yeah. Anti-American pukes. Yeah, I got your number. Anyway, let's get lit. Forget about it. Skid dripped on my head. Hey, no big deal. Oh, I'll just put something up there to catch it. That's what I'll do. I got something around here. I'll figure it out. Oh, goddamn. Never heard of it. I'm lit in a couple different ways. It is cool. We're all close enough that we can talk to each other. It's just hanging out, but we're in different rooms all at the same time. I'm at the point where I'm going to start setting up. Everything is moist but not wet any longer. I don't think my stuff will really absorb anything off it other than the, what's the word I'm looking for? The ambient humidity in the room. Everything's going to absorb that. So my sleeping bag will be wet when I wake up, but it's wet most days when I wake up. Condensation is real. It's almost like I want to sleep with something that's over my face and just leave that to tent so my breath goes out, because that's most of it. I mean, as a human, we sweat and release liquids as well, but majority of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll add that into my tent. You don't want a straight tube, though, because I don't want a bug getting in my mouth. But I don't want to wear something over my mouth either. Maybe something that just I don't know. I'll think on it for a while. I'm having a good time. You don't get times like this on, I don't get times like this on the trail very often. So it's nice to sit here and socialize with people in a weird, antisocial way, because I'm safe in my own bubble. But still able to chat with everybody. I can hear them, but they're all mumbled, when they just talk to each other, when talking amongst themselves. So you get personal time as well. They can't hear me right now. They can tell I'm talking more than likely, but they have no idea what I'm saying. Red took this awesome picture. He's allowing me to use it in the video. And it's of me and Count walking, and there's actually a lightning strike going on in there. And it's rare to capture those on film, so that's cool. And he was able to share it to me via technology, man. I didn't even know I had that option. He knows more about my phone than I do, but there's a button in there I can push where even offline, he can send me stuff. Anybody can send me stuff, but yeah, and I clicked too. It wasn't one of those stupid slow ass, wait for it thing. So when I saw the timer bar popped up, I was like, I don't know if I got the battery for this, man. I record too much as it is. But no, boom, right there, man. Nice picture too. Hoping for a sunset or a rainbow, both at the same time would be sweet, or a blood bow because the sun's so low. I mean, that would make this all totally, more worth it. In retrospect, I kind of had a good time, but I have a good time doing most things, so, that's my thing. Makes it easier when you're slightly mental and a little lit, Social lubricants make hiking a lot easier, let me tell you. It's hard on the body and the mind, man. You need a little something. I mean, I do, and apparently a lot of others do as well, because I run into these people all the time. But nature should be enjoyed with a slight buzz. It should. I wonder how the mosquitoes will be tomorrow after the rain. Where do they go in the rain? There's not leaves here to hide under or anything. Been thinking about that. I could see the ticks surviving. They can just grab and hold on, but like one good drop would take a mosquito right off of anything. So where do they hide out here? I'd say you moved all the animals out of an area for a while. Would the mosquito and tick population disappear within a year? Like you went through and you just herded everything out of a huge area for one solid year. Would there be ticks and mosquitoes in that area anymore? I know they'd migrate back from other areas, but if you did this in mass, I don't know, there's easier ways to get rid of mosquitoes, but I often contemplate their demise. Hey, now that everything's dry and I'm warm again and lit, man, I'm in a good mood. Hiking is fun. Let's set up our house.